At this very moment, someone is bending down to tie their shoes. Nothing dramatic, no accident, no heavy lifting, just a simple movement humans have performed for thousands of years. And yet, suddenly, a sharp pain shoots through their lower back. A pain so common that billions of people experience it. Which raises a strange question. If evolution is supposed to improve survival, why did it leave humans with backs that seem to break so easily? Why are creatures capable of running marathons, building cities, and walking on the moon still vulnerable to something as simple as picking up a sock from the floor? The answer begins with one of the most important and most expensive upgrades evolution ever made: standing up. For most of our history, our ancestors moved on four limbs, their spines stretched horizontally, like a bridge suspended between front and back legs. The weight of the body was distributed differently. Gravity pulled downward, but the spine wasn't carrying the entire upper body in the way ours does today. Then, somewhere around 6 million years ago, something changed. Our ancestors began spending more time upright. At first, only occasionally. Then, more frequently. Eventually, walking on two legs became their primary way of moving through the world, and it changed everything. Suddenly, the spine wasn't a horizontal bridge anymore. It became a vertical tower, a tower supporting a heavy head, shoulders, arms, organs, and everything above the hips. Imagine taking a structure designed to lie sideways and forcing it to stand upright. It can work, but it creates new stresses, new weaknesses, new compromises. That's exactly what happened to us. When humans evolved bipedalism, evolution didn't have the luxury of starting over from scratch. Evolution is less like an engineer designing a new machine and more like a mechanic constantly modifying an old one. It works with whatever already exists. And the human spine was inherited from ancestors who never evolved to spend their entire lives standing upright. So evolution made adjustments. It added curves. The human spine developed an S shape. These curves act like shock absorbers, helping us balance and reducing the impact of every step. Without them, walking would be far more difficult. But there was a price. Those same curves create pressure points. Over time, discs can wear down, joints can become irritated. Muscles must constantly work to keep the body balanced. The very design that allows us to stand upright also creates opportunities for pain. And that's where the story becomes even more interesting. Because back pain isn't only about bones and muscles, it's also about the environment evolution prepared us for. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans rarely sat for 10 hours a day. They walked, climbed, squatted, carried children, gathered food. Movement wasn't exercise. It was life. The human body evolved in a world where stillness was rare. Today, many people spend most of their waking hours sitting. Cars, offices, couches, screens. The muscles that help stabilize the spine often become weaker. The tissues designed for movement experience long periods of inactivity. And the mismatch begins. In a way, many modern backs are operating in an environment they were never fully designed to handle. But even that isn't the whole story, because scientists have discovered something surprising. Many people with severe back pain show little visible damage on medical scans. And many people with significant spinal degeneration feel no pain at all. How is that possible? Because pain isn't simply damage. Pain is the brain's interpretation of danger. Throughout evolution, pain served as an alarm system. Its job wasn't to be accurate. Its job was to keep you alive. Sometimes that system becomes overly sensitive. Stress, anxiety, fear, poor sleep, all can influence how strongly the brain perceives pain. The experience isn't imaginary, it's real. But it reveals something fascinating. The story of back pain isn't just written in the spine, it's also written in the mind. And then comes the final twist. Evolution never promised comfort. That's the part many people forget. We often imagine evolution as a process moving toward perfection, but evolution doesn't care about perfection. It cares about one thing: survival long enough to reproduce. If a spine allowed our ancestors to find food, escape predators, raise children, and pass on their genes, evolution considered it good enough. Even if it occasionally hurt, even if it wore down later in life, even if millions of descendants would someday complain while getting out of bed. The ability to stand upright gave humans extraordinary advantages. We could see farther, carry tools, transport food, free our hands for invention. It helped transform a small African ape into a species capable of reshaping an entire planet. Back pain may simply be part of the bill. The hidden cost of becoming human, which leaves us with an uncomfortable thought. The ache in your lower back might not be evidence that evolution failed. It might be evidence that it succeeded. Because the same spine that sometimes causes pain is also the spine that carried our ancestors across continents, built civilizations, and brought us all the way here.